Good morning.
Cause all we is candlelight, you and me.
Good morning, everybody.
Hold when we know
Good morning, Sandy. New member, thank you. Let's see what we got for you. Can you hear me good, or should I plug my mic in? I felt like it was fine without it, but I don't. JL, you're being asked to get another data piece before making a decision so that you don't run into an unnecessary hurdle. So if you feel hesitant to make a decision, wait for that other piece of data, and then you'll feel more confident in your decision. How can I help my child feel more secure and confident? Hierophant reverse, belief system, magician in reverse. Find a either like a tool or something that, like a hobby that they can see themselves progressing, and it's like they need to see their own progress to build the foundation. So before building anything on the foundation, they need to build that from within. So giving them an opportunity to achieve a goal that it's like they have to see themselves actively doing it, like not being done for them, not being pushed through it, but something they'll enjoy enough to see it through without feeling like they're being coaxed through it. Insight to move to Cali next month, and the apartment I was just approved for. Congrats. Feels like a little bit of growing pains momentarily because the sun is like temporary discomfort. So I guess I would say be prepared to feel the feelings that you're expecting yourself to feel, but also be prepared to handle it because it's not going to shake anything up. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. I guess I'd say just be prepared that there may be some additional expenses that you might not be all the way budgeted for at the moment. Congratulations. What was the date? I'm curious. What does Spirit need me to know or to do to be the best mom? The Hermit. Just be you. 5 of Cups. I feel like sometimes you may, because of past experiences, not like second guess yourself, but like third guess or fourth guess yourself. It's okay to make sure that you're clear about your intuition, but I guess I'd say don't spiral into trying to find a problem with your logic. Your motherly intuition is higher alert right now. So your intuition is extra kicked in. So don't spend too much time trying to find flaws, because it's like you have this higher level motherhood intelligence pouring in on you, so you don't need to overly question it. Champagne by Nikki Heaton. And Queen of Pentacles. Now you're good. Whatever you're doing, just keep doing that. What does my dad have to say about the war? Judgment. Nine of Wands reversed. 3 of Wands. When I say judgment to you, I feel like I know you're probably going to say Revelations, but what Bible chapter would you think? I think probably Revelations. He's wanting you to look at 9:3 of something. 9:3, chapter 9, verse 3, I guess. 3:29, like 9:3 to 9 feels significant of Bible that would make you think judgment. It doesn't have to be Revelations, whatever you think. I feel like it's probably Revelations though. But that's what he has to say, that verse, which I'm really curious about what that is. I need to go look. Me too. These cards are this one. They have two different versions. This one is like the little scratchy version, not the plain version. They also have a plain version that's a little bit cheaper because this deck I think was like $100 and something bucks. Just a heads up, it's on Etsy. I splurged on this one. I met someone who I thought was my person. He's now gone silent. Will he return? 2 of Cups. It feels like he's the one who has something that he has to figure out, and it feels like right now it's like finding a needle in a haystack, but it feels like it's some kind of self-avoidance. Right now, it feels like the two of you are going on separate paths because of the inability to locate the needle in a haystack and be able to heal it on his end. Just feels like a buried wound that surfaces in distracting ways. Not that you can't come back together, but that needs to be faced first on his end. What was with Mike's puppy dog eyes Sunday? Was he ready to talk? Was he ready to talk? I mean, this looks like yes, but King of Cups in reverse. Ready as in, does he have something to say? Yes. Ready as in, is he emotionally ready to say it? No. So yes and no. I have something to say, but I'm not in the place to actually get it to come out of my mouth. New member, thank you. A resurrection of hope. There's something that's going to start pulling you forward soon. It's almost like you may be struggling to self-motivate, and right around the next bend is something that's going to make you find it easier to self-motivate. So keep taking a couple more steps, and it's like right around the next corner, whatever that is, like a hook to bring you forward. Not like a bad hook. A message from my dad to my mom. The Magician. He sent her some kind of sign, because look at that. He's confirming something was him. 7 of Cups in reverse. I feel like she already knows this, though, but I think it's more of like, I just wanted to say it. Queen of Swords. I just wanted to say it to her. Whatever that sign was that he recently sent her, there's more symbolism to it. Unpack it further. I don't know if it's like looking into the date it occurred or something about what the sign itself was. If there hasn't been a sign recently, which I feel like there was, then there is one coming. I'll Follow You by Shinedown is the song. What do I need to know right now? There's an opportunity that you might not all the way be seeing that can help bring speed to some kind of freedom, like speed up some kind of relief. I feel like there's a need to do an inventory of exactly where everything's at, like pieces on the board of your life. Feels like there's an opportunity that's being overlooked, but you'd see it clearly if you laid it out, like as a map of something. February 28th he was born. Aww. He wanted to get in February. Eight of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. Hard worker with a lot of passion. It feels like someone who's going to learn quickly when they find something that they're interested in. Am I going to get the pastry chef job? Trying to move away from my corporate soul suck job. I feel like you can get a pastry chef job. The Fool in Reverse makes me feel like it might not be the one that you're referring to, but I think that there's something either quickly coming after Judgment. You're like one step away from finding it, whatever it is. So it feels like you're in the right arena. No, you're like at the right job fair, just at the wrong booth. Does that make sense? Not literally, obviously. Will a house in Westwood come available this summer? I don't think one that you're going to be truly interested in. There may be one that you could get, but it's not going to fit all the things that you're looking for. I almost want to say it's something about proximity to other houses that you're not going to enjoy about it. Like what does become available. I don't think you're going to find the one you're looking for this summer in that place. What's the vibe on Kayla's apartment? My daughter moved into her first place alone. Queen of Wands in reverse. She's going to be working on getting her Queen of Wands and King of Swords. So it's like, can I action and maintain externally what internally I know to do? So it feels like this is a like a threshold event for her. Like, okay, I know all the things. Let me see how I experience maintaining them. 7 of Wands in reverse. I feel like there may be a couple things that bring the two of you closer together because of wanting like a second opinion on her articulation of what she's thinking is best. Message and song from Chris. One Step Ahead by A Great Big World. It's like Chris can see the next step for you that you're not seeing yet, and there's a bit of hopefulness ahead that you're not seeing yet, but Chris can see from Chris's perspective. Some kind of resurrection of the things you have available to make it through a certain situation. It's almost like you're going to start seeing soon, or if you could see it from Chris's perspective, you could see that there's something coming up that's going to help you with resources that you don't think you have access to. Do I have to go ahead to move to Cape Town? Do I have the go ahead to move to Cape Town? 10 of Pentacles. I would say yes, but there's one thing that you need to consider. So they're both looking at each other, looking at the Page of Swords in the middle. There's like one piece of the plan that's out of place. Not necessarily out of place, but like not fully considered yet. Like, for example, let's say, what would be an example? Let's say that you're saying, okay, well, I don't have a job yet, but let me go and I could probably get a job in 3 months. But what if it takes 6 months? It's like that kind of thing. If there's something like that in your plan, it needs to be more dialed in before you actually go. Or you just dialed something like that in and that's why you have the green light. Message from my spirit team. Making a final decision on releasing It's like there's something that you're doing or not doing that's actively working against you, and it's been being brought to your attention. Maybe it's like a change in routine, maybe it's a change in mindset, maybe it's letting something or someone go. It keeps being brought to your attention, and this is encouragement to make the final decision on it. Like choosing you fully in whatever way that is. What's coming into my life? Not immediately, but you're going to have a decision to make about. It's giving you were right. You're right about something right now that you're like, oh, am I right or am I not? I think I'm right, but let me make sure. You're going to get the thing that allows you to be sure, and then you're going to have a decision about what to do with it. But this is confirmation now that you're right, so that when you find out you're right, you're not just then starting to make the decision. You can start to make the decision now, knowing that you're going to be proven right. What does my 2026 look like? Freedom from having to keep working as hard as you are. It's like you're getting a little bit of, what's that term? ROI, return on investment. You're getting some kind of return on investment. I was seeing that as like a blue button. I don't know if that has significance to you. Like, I don't know. Anyway, you're getting some kind of return on investment of work that you already put in. Will I move jobs at work? I have 2 opportunities. Will you move jobs? Love is One is the song, and I just messed up the deck. Hold on. It's going to drive me nuts. I feel like you're getting the one that you like better. Hermit, Queen of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. It may take a little bit longer, though. It feels like the one that you like better takes longer, and that's the one that you end up getting or going with. But there's some kind of delay. There's some kind of delay, and the next song was Calm Down by G-Eazy. Don't get too ahead of yourself. Don't think that you're not getting it if it takes longer than expected. That was funny. Message from Jack, my 96-year-old friend who just passed on Sunday. I'm sorry. Message from Jack. Stop crying when you remember good times. Not like he's joking, it feels like. Like you don't have to cry every time you want to laugh is kind of the vibe of it. There's something about a short goodbye or no goodbye, but like a message of how I'll send goodbye, or like something about a bittersweet last, like the goodbye that you didn't know was goodbye. There's something bittersweet about it, if that makes sense. Drawing attention to it. Positive influence. Thank you for being a positive influence in my story. From Jack. Message and a passage from the Blueprint of Tarot. The opening beyond purpose. As the path widens, fear often rises again. The old survival patterns whisper that you'll lose yourself, that others will take advantage, that service will cost too much. But the blueprint does not ask you to sacrifice your essence. It asks you to refine it. You're being asked to trust yourself right now in knowing the balance of giving and receiving. Like you'll know when it's time to pull back in and when it's time to flow. Any clues about this opportunity that I'm overlooking? Queen of Wands. Your ability to what? A continuous stressor that you have. Either you have a connection to fix it, you have something that you could like move around like pieces on a the little puzzles where you have to move the cars so that you get them away from the exit and the cars can all come out, but like you have to move them a certain way. I'm seeing that like you can move certain things around and relieve a stress, almost like if you did like a consolidation of something and it saved you a ton on interest, for example. It doesn't have to be that literally though. The summer in Chicago is giving me George Floyd type energy. Do my spiritual gifts. Wait, hold on. I think that's a different one. Let me pull on George Floyd type energy. Everything the enemy uses for bad, God uses for good. So as they try and create more division, it amplifies the unity where there is unity, is I think the message there. Message from Grandpa. Message from Grandpa. I'm hearing it's a Bible thing again, that Bible verse that I gave someone earlier from their loved one. The world. So you're going to the last, that's Revelations, right? The last chapter of the Bible, which I'm pretty sure is also Revelations. 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 9, 12. You're going chapter 9, verse 12. Last chapter of the Bible. Chapter 9, verse 12 to 20. What spiritual gifts does Grace have that she should practice? Transmutation through art, through it could be channeling, could be channeled writing, channeled drawing, sitting still, and transmutation. So could be sitting there trying to interpret messages and channel drawing what you're receiving. Could be using divination like tarot. Think of it like she's able to get puzzle pieces and then translate them because of her specific experience and how they allow her to transmute it. What's my husband's health outlook post heart attack? I would say there's a lot of work to do, not in the clear yet. I don't see anything pressing, like, okay, big issue, but I do see adjustments, like this works for X amount of time, and then we start to say, okay, there might be a better way to manage this or do this. So I would say not in the clear yet. Make sure that whatever the doctors say is being followed to a T, because I kind of feel like it's like walking a line, and if a toe comes off a line, then that could cause a problem. But if you stay on the straight and narrow, things that could maybe not be avoided are going to be avoided, if that makes sense. And I feel like diet is very important, like obviously, but in this case, extra for some reason, or nutrition in general, not like dieting. Will I go back to my workplace in January or do a different job? Different job that I think you'll like better, or that will pay better. That you'll like better, not pay better. I think different, but something that you'll have less stress in or more enjoyment in if the other one didn't stress you out. What have I accomplished since finishing week 2 of the Codex? Not Death in reverse. And the Hermit in reverse. Five of Wands in reverse. It's like there's a little room in your mind that before you weren't ready to turn the light on in, but you're realizing now that the light was on the whole time because you were the light. So it was just your awareness adjusting to the fact that it wasn't something that needed to happen. It was just something that your awareness needed to catch up with. Should my mom retire now or wait a few more years? Now, Eight of Cups. A few more years. I mean, the deciding factor should be self-preservation. Like because this is walking away. So like, yeah, she definitely could now. I think she wants to now. And this is a decision being made in the future. So it's like, it's coming. And then I said, what's the deciding factor? And this is like self-preservation and protection. So when the toll it's taking on her is clearly not worth it anymore, whether that's mental, physical, emotional, patience, whatever, then I feel like there's going to be a moment where she's going to say, that's it. And at that moment, I feel like she should honor that. Has my dad been sending me signs or trying to tell me something in my dreams? If so, what? The moon. So yes. Trying to alert you what you're missing about how to end this battle. I feel like there may be a self-limiting belief that he's trying to bring your awareness to. Like something you're not viewing is an option if you just take a couple steps towards it first, if that makes sense. Yes, in dreams, trying to help you see something that you're missing to help end a particular headache is kind of how it's coming through. Shark. It's giving Jonah and the whale. Like he's trying to show you how to get out of the belly of the whale. Maybe you forgot you were in the belly of the whale, or like the illusion is making you not see that you're in the belly of the whale, but he's trying to be like, hey, you're in the belly and here's how to get out, if that makes sense. Is the new apartment the right one? It's a bit more expensive. Oh, that's probably that 10 of Pentacles. That was you, right? I think. But it seems to have good security measures and such. I don't trust apartment complexes. Yeah, King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I think that's the extra money. That wouldn't be extra because you're already planning for that. I think it's worth. I feel like this is saying the money's worth it. Yeah, Six of Wands. I feel like this is saying the money's worth it for your peace of mind, especially when there's already a lot of other big changes and you just want peace and just to like not have to worry and stress. So I feel like that's saying even though the money is going to be something that does make some bit of a difference, it's going to be worth it. You're paying for peace of mind is kind of how it feels. You're paying for peace of mind after, how do I word that? You're paying for peace of mind after seasons of others paying to disrupt your peace of mind, if that makes sense. Will there be a sudden event in the future where people suddenly ascend to the fifth dimension from dimension 5D from 3D? Some people are calling this event the Flash. Same but different. Consciousness. Not literal flying in the sky, consciousness. Is there something like that? Yeah, it's almost like all of the it's giving the first will be last and the last will be first. All of the weight that was holding people down mentally from the illusion, once the illusion is lifted, the consciousness itself ascends. Not the people floating through the sky per se, but the consciousness. I'm hanging out with ISU tomorrow. Where's his head at? What does he want? Oh, we like this. King of Cups in the Sun. So there is some desire to move forward. There's some readiness to move forward, but there's also some hesitation. It's like, I'm ready for you. Are you ready for me? Wait, would that be backwards? I'm ready for you. You're ready for me. You're ready for me. Am I ready for you? I think that's how you word that. That's how this person's feeling. So there may be some hesitation because of that, but not because of the way that they feel about you. What's the vibe and or song with my Capricorn cousin? Justice. Trying to defend the right thing. I need a new camera. This is driving me nuts. Stop it. Defending what's right. Queen of Swords. Yeah. These are very Capricorny cards. From a Distance by Bette Midler. I see something from a distance. I need to make it right. I see something from a different distance. I need to make it right, or I can't let it go until it's made right. What will the diagnosis be for my Uncle Paul? Will he be okay? You have a specific thing that you think it's going to be. I feel like you're not all the way correct, but you're pretty close. But it's not worst case scenario, but there's definitely something. Will he be okay? Will he be okay? One card. Disconnect. I don't think that life is going to be the same as it was. There's going to need to be certain things done differently. I feel like you're kind of right about something, but off like a smidge. Like it's not as bad as what you think. It's a little bit like a step before what you're fearing. But there's something that's going to need to be done differently. A song and a message to confirm what I was right about. All Roads Lead Home by Ohana Bam. And the picture is someone driving a car, I think. Yeah, someone driving a car. And their hand is kind of like, looks like it's moving. Like it looks like they're turning the wheel. You were right about where something is heading, even though the proof wasn't necessarily on the table yet. Toward some kind of imbalance. Something heading toward a specific imbalance. Taking a turn toward a specific imbalance. Into the ones I missed here. Trying to organize a project I received in a dream about a month ago. Is my intuition strong enough for this project? Five of Pentacles in reverse almost hit me in the face. It's like you're already in. It's organizing. The organization will be the struggle, not your intuition. When you have everything in order of how you're going to organize, then move forward. Because this is the thing. If you move forward and organization throws you off and you're looking for, oh, is it my intuition? You may correlate, oh, okay, my intuition's not ready, when it was really organization. So if you have the organization all in place, or like the structure of how you're going to organize things in place, then you won't doubt your intuition. You'll know, okay, if there's something that needs to be adjusted, it's in the structure of whatever you have in place, if that makes sense. Message for Susie, whose 64-year-old husband, Ricky, passed away on Sunday too. Oh no, I'm sorry. Don't hold it all in. I feel like maybe she talks a lot to him and he's like, okay, that talking's got to go somewhere. You got to talk to somebody. Don't hold it all in, because it's going to throw off your psyche to be used to talking and then not be talking. I feel like it's very important that she keeps the flow of not trying to shoulder everything herself, even if she needs to talk it into like a voice memo and then delete it or something, or like in the mirror or whatever. It's seeds, planting seeds. Am I laggy? I hope you can hear me. Planting seeds. So not that she needs to go talk to someone in the way and the depth. Can you guys see me and hear me? This is insane. I've had Comcast out here literally 10 times. Hold on, let me try to get this back up. Okay, can you see me and hear me? I quite literally, this is the modem. It couldn't be closer. I don't understand. I genuinely don't understand. Anyway, I believe that they do not like my news readings. Okay, I'm going to restart this. Okay, message for Susie. Husband passed away. Susie talks to Ricky a lot, I feel. Or enough that Ricky is saying, please do not hold that in. It's going to shock the psyche too much. You don't have to go talking to people in the way that you did talk to me or would talk to me, but please don't hold it in. Please find some way to express, even if that's just saying it to yourself in the mirror or out loud, or recording it and then deleting it, maybe pretending you're on the phone and then deleting it, right? If you don't feel comfortable opening up to anyone, but do not hold that in. Didn't I pull a token too? I could have swore I did. And then I realized that was off and I got up. Well, there was a token. Let's get a new token. It's a witch. Magic. You'll find magic in healing through not holding it in but expressing. It was a seed token. Thank you. Yes, it was a seed token. Where did I put it? I'm not even gonna look. I don't want to piss off the internet, like the internet box. Okay, let's go back over here. Thank you, Comcast. Always keeping things interesting. Message for the rest of March with a song and a token. Message for the rest of March. Mastery of clarity. I'm seeing like a manual of some kind, like you looking through something to understand how something works. Two of Wands kind of feels like internet in this case, like needing to study and look into something to help you implement something else. It's a sheriff's hat. Okay, Dave. Dave said, new member, thank you. She automates. I feel like that's part of the message. She automates. She automates. You're like a human lie detector. She automates. You automatically pick up on people's BS. I feel like you just need a confirmation of that because you recently just picked up on something and you're like, am I right? Am I not right? 7 of Cups in reverse says you're right. Clarity. Feels like, what's that show? It's like the redhead actress and she she's like a human lie detector. I think it's on Netflix. I don't remember. Or Prime. I haven't seen it in a while, but it's giving that energy. Maybe watch that show. If I knew what it was called, I would tell you. She has red hair, curly red hair, and she's the human lie detector. Any messages about the worries on my mind? Any messages about the worries on my mind? You're going to find a solution that brings you out of your comfort zone, but that's the point of this, to get you out of your comfort zone in some way. And it's like resurrect an old idea with new energy in a new space. So you're going to be out of your comfort zone, but it feels like it's also helping you settle in. So trust the timing. I feel like writing, channeled writing, or just journal writing is going to help you in this instance. I'm going to finish these and then go back to the other list. Oh, thank you. Get some cards for you. You're being guided to continue through the planning stage of whatever you're in right now. It's like you're looking over at the light bulb and you're figuring out exactly how to screw the light bulb in so it stays lit. So continue whatever observation process you're in right now, is how I want to word that. What can I expect with my new job? Regional special ed teacher in charge of 5 schools. Do I get to tap more into my creativity, systems thinking, or conscious education? I feel like right now you're in the observation mode of figuring out what they need in a way that maybe they're not seeing. It's kind of giving like fresh eyes looking at something will show things that the eyes who look at it every day overmiss. It feels like there's something missing that you can bring, but first you need to observe and figure out a way to present it. So it kind of feels like creativity and conscious education, like bringing in your energy for what's missing, but needing to figure out a way to observe and present that so that they're accepting of it. What spiritual gifts do I have that I'm currently not aware of? Clairaudience. This is giving headphones for some reason right now. It's like because you can hear what's not being said. So this can be you get messages through music. This can be literally just like hearing thing, not like hearing voices crazy in your head, but like hearing what's not being said or hearing messages through other things that are being said. Like I can say one thing and you get an additional message from it, which also deals with like pattern recognition. But I feel like music is a big part of that. New member, thank you. You're about to get the next building block that you've been waiting for, and that's going to help you move forward. It feels like you're getting this building block because of an action you took. You took the action, you're looking over at the action, not seeing that there is another piece coming in to be presented to you because of what you decided and stood for or stood on, like stood on business. A message from my daughter. There's a request for you to leave some kind of journal or something next to your bed. It feels like there's messages coming through that you're realizing upon waking, but then you get up and you have to start your day. And it's like not realizing that there's a pattern coming through. Because look, it's like big, small, small, like zoom in, like needing to zoom in to remember. I feel like if you leave a journal next to your bed for like 2 weeks, you're going to see a message. You don't have to do it forever, but it's just to get some kind of message through that's coming through in your dreams. New member, thank you. You're about to see that a previously made decision was correct because you stood on your beliefs. You stood for what you believed in, or something that you said has made someone else be able to believe, but it feels like more personal. It's like you seeing the effects of your belief somewhere out there. Like you stood on your belief and you're about to see the wave of that, and it helps bring in whatever comes next, is how I want to word that. Okay, where was I on this one? Hold on. Sudden event in the future. Okay. Uncle. Country. What area in my life do I need to change? Self-concept. The way you're viewing yourself. The world in reverse. You might not be giving yourself enough credit. You might be viewing yourself from an outdated perspective or the perspective of someone else. It feels like needing to, for some reason, I'm getting the reference of a book. It doesn't have to be a book, but like some kind of, not like self-help and like positivity, but like a reframing book. Something that gives you the tools to know how to reframe the way you're viewing something within self-concept. Or it could be like a video too, like a YouTube video or something. What inner work did I successfully do to have my channeled messages gain more traction lately? I love that. What inner work? Third eye. You're helping people. Oh, third eye and showing up for yourself. Third eye and healing self-abandonment or healing. No, scratch that. You forgave yourself for other people abandoning you. It's like you were holding on to some kind of grief, self-grief, and you're realizing that that was not yours to carry. That was their choices to make. And it feels like because you cleared that, it's helping other people see. Yeah, the sun in reverse, temporary discomfort. It sucked when you were doing it, but you're all the way through it now. But you're helping people see how to use their own vision boards or like access, paint the scene of their own third eye. That's it. Paint the scene of their own third eye. What do I need to know about my parents' health over the next 12 months? All of Me by John Legend. I feel like one of them, maybe your mom. I feel like someone's going to have some kind of scare, but it's not going to be like it's a scare. It's not a happening. It's a scare. Oh, maybe both. King of Swords came out. I feel like something that right now is like hanging on, there's some kind of upheaval, but you figure it out. But there's something that you have to do you take some kind of action here to help out. It doesn't feel like it's a worst case scenario. It feels like it's a hiccup though, or like a frustration. Like something isn't working as it was, or something's not working well, or something needs to be made better. But like something makes it that way. It's not just like, oh, let's make it better. It's like something is like, oh, we gotta take action, if that makes sense. Token. I need to order a new bowl for this today. I don't like this. What is that? Oh, it's a bird. It's a raven or crow. Raven or crow. It's giving Nevermore, Shakespeare, or Edgar Allan Poe. I feel like there's something for you in that. Maybe read, I think it's a poem. Nevermore. Something to symbolically point out where there's an imbalance of power. Will my health improve? I'm exhausted all the time. Needing to release, to flow, stretching, or something like somatic, or something that gets you back in the body. It feels like you're kind of split between two right now. You're like spiritual, trying to bridge in spiritual to the physical, and then trying to deal with the physical heaviness. So you're like back and forth like a pendulum. So needing to ground into the body and make sure everything's in flow. So maybe like double checking heavy metal levels or something along that category, making sure all that's in flow as well. And then body grounding. Grounding into the body, not body grounding. I don't know what that is. Will I publish by the end of the year? Could you? Yes. Do I feel like for some reason that may be rushing it a little bit? Yes. So could you, if you wanted to just lock in and get it done? Yeah, but I feel like if you give yourself a little bit more time and just flow naturally with it, maybe give yourself like another month or two. Go with when you feel ready instead of a set timeline. I feel like that'll help get it to the best of where it can be. Dad knows I'm moving across the country. Will he reach out with some more emotional intelligence or message from his higher self? Will he reach out? Maybe after you're already there. There's something untimely about this. It's like, I know I need to. Maybe it's like the holiday that follows when you're gone. There's like a lack of urgency. Message from his higher self about this. Happy for you. Happy for you, even if it's not with me. I'm happy from his higher self. I'm happy you're finding your happiness, and there's an awareness that I wasn't able to provide that for you because of my choices. Two of Cups in reverse, because of my choices in partner. So his higher self knows, at least. I feel like you're going to talk to him, but it's going to feel untimely. It's going to be like after you're there and like a holiday or something where you're like, I know why you're reaching out. You didn't want to reach out for the big thing that just happened. It kind of feels like that. I mean, there's a chance that could change though, because that Four of Wands did come out, but I feel like it's dependent on that other person that is in the mix. Message from Tommy, maybe the turtle, but definitely my husband. Turtle. Some kind of reference to, because I just got that fish for Gavin and my cat. And the last thing that I had in the fish tank was the turtle. So some kind of Eight of Swords. Some kind of reference of it wasn't time then for you. You had to learn, Seven of Swords in reverse, how to not self-sabotage and learn how to protect yourself. So trust that the waiting period is for you to learn further levels of not self-sabotaging and further protecting yourself. So trust the timing of something. I just like don't know where I'm at on this list because I did that Capricorn cousin. Diagnosis. Oh, I just scrolled up instead of down. I guess Tommy needed to get you that message because I scrolled the wrong way. Forgot how the mouse works. Okay, hold on. Inner work. Did that. Worries on my mind. What immediate action can the average American take to fight the current war/conflict in the Middle East? Is writing members of Congress one action to take? The moon? I think they're too far gone to hear us, to be honest, with the moon. Four of Swords, yeah. Arm yourself with empathy. Don't let the world make you hard, and look for our reason, or not our reason, any opportunity for unity. Anytime we can make a step towards unity, it makes it harder for them to divide. Their goal is division. They're doing it in any way that they can. So if we know that their ultimate weapon is division, their ultimate goal is division, then it tells us that our biggest weapon is the opposite of that, which is unity. So if they want to divide, we just don't let them. That's what everybody can do. Writing Congress, it's falling on deaf ears. They don't care. I mean, they've been bought, sold, and blackmailed all the way. And the proof of that is that nobody is doing anything about all the stuff we found out. It feels like our leadership is quite literally in a pretty hopeless position, and it's going to be on us to not let them divide us, because for their plan to work, they need division. We just don't give it to them. Message for my M from her mom and a song. Message for my M from her mom. There's something that it's like her mom is encouraging, or the mom is encouraging M to document, like there's something that's being understood in layers, and it would be helpful to organize as the layers come in. There's a rebalancing out of strategy or power or authority or spiritual sovereignty. So it's like, I'm trying to help lead you forward in that way, but I need you to document all the pieces as they come in. So like if you take a piece of paper and title it Puzzle Pieces, it's like as above, so below. These are like two different pillars here. It's like helping to find a way to intellectually work through an obstacle that may seem impossible but isn't. So however you want to word that. Hold on. Let me do with my water. What I want keeps evading me. Am I to blame, or external dark forces? Rejection is protection. You're learning how to fully value yourself first before you give other people the opportunity to be the main character in your story, or until you go back into a season where you might not have fully valued yourself. I guess I would say it like, yeah, Five of Pentacles, a season where you were locked out from your own value. It feels like you're like right on the edge of fully integrating the healing, or feeling like you can't integrate or haven't integrated the healing, and hence repeating the lesson. So it's like you're being held back until you fully integrate it, even though it's taking longer than you would like, so that you don't take steps backwards. Any messages from my mom and dad who've passed, and song? Hold On, We're Going Home by Pia Mia, but not in the way that the song is, because it's more like a love-ish song. This is like you're on your way back to yourself, and they can see it clearly. healing self-articulation. It's like the way that you're showing up for yourself now is much more of a clear representation of how you should value and feel about yourself. This kind of feels like we're proud of you. In the past, there maybe was some dimming or selling yourself short. It's like they're saying whatever you're doing and whatever way you're showing up for yourself now is an accurate representation, so keep doing that, because you're on the way back to yourself, or like your fullest self, or something along those lines. My move has been difficult for my grandma. I did my best to co-regulate and share emotional healing with her and mailed her some books. What's her insight to it all, and was I able to help her? You've given her the information. She just needs to choose to use it. And I feel like you may need to kind of stay on her a little bit to an indirect reminder of how you regulate your emotions, or an indirect reminder of why you're making the decision. I don't know. There's like some... It's like she's having a bit of buyer's remorse for your decision in a way, I guess, but not in like a negative or hateful way, just like a, okay, it's finalized way. So until, you know, if you like go buy a car and you come home and then you wake up the next morning and you're like, oh, it's in the driveway. That's actually my car. It's like she's having that moment and it'll pass, but she needs some coaxing to get through it. And it feels like needing to help her to choose to want to see it in the positive way, instead of like the, oh no, now I have to pay off the car that's in the driveway type of thing. But it's not negative. There's no ill will. It doesn't feel, it's just like a realization. Am I being called to incorporate the new breath work I've been trying into my daily routine? Big yes. But not in a way that stresses you out, more in a way that you like look forward to it. So maybe like I schedule this at a time where I know that this, and this is done. And this is my like, I almost said snack. This is my snack. This is my treat for it. But I feel like maybe in the past you would start things with good intention and maybe it would start to feel like a chore. So this is something that you're being encouraged to not make it or let it feel like a chore, and instead like a treat, a bath. Look at it as your spiritual bath. That's a treat. Like how you would take a shower and you come out and you feel clean. Allow this to be that for you. Life Like This, AK is the song. How can I connect more with my feelings? They all came out at once. Communication from a more vulnerable place and not running away. So maybe this is channel drawing. Maybe this is literally talking through. No, I think it's that. I think maybe if you look in the mirror or have like a voice recording, I feel like it's voice recording. I feel like if you record yourself, scratch everything I said already. If you record yourself talking through your feelings and listen to it, it's going to give you a different perspective on them that you wouldn't have before. And if you want extra credit when you're listening back to it, look at yourself in the mirror then. Or when you're saying it, but especially after for extra credit. But if you listen to how you, because we don't often hear ourselves unless we're talking to someone else, but then we're getting a response and we're listening back to their response. If it's recorded, you can pause it, you can think through it. My daughter had a dream with my mom in it. She just stood in the corner watching what was happening, but didn't say anything. What was your mom's energy? Celebration in a vulnerable, like a vulnerable celebration. What was she watching? watching your daughter step into the King of Pentacles. So your mom is appearing in the dream, giving the energy of, hey, you're going to step into the King of Pentacles. I'm showing you a foresight. Why does that not feel right? Foretelling of it. I'm showing you my foresight of it before it happens so that you can stand in the feeling of it. Yeah, strength. And I'm looking down at this one with the different suits. Your daughter is actively playing her cards right in some situation, and your mom is coming through to say, hey, yeah, keep playing that hand in the way you're playing it, because if you do, I'm foreseeing this celebration. Yeah, Knight of Cups. Something with expressing self-love in a creative way that makes sense to her is involved in it. Or like involved in it. Yeah. Thank you again for all. Thank you. Which out of all your decks would help me answer questions easiest? Either Queen Me or Mechanics of Meaning, because Mechanics of Meaning is like how two things connect. So you can pull 3 cards. And then here it would be 8 of Cups in reverse, steadies, Knight of Wands patiently. So staying and seeing something through, not making the exit, strengthens your passion if you're patient. So allow your passion to come through, but not in a way that stresses you out, more in like a controlled, let's actually have a plan and see it through type way would be the answer. Or Queen Me is like moves. I don't know where I put it. Oh, here. And these are going to be here today, these ones. This is like if you're looking at moves. So like Death moves a piece to change the game. So if you would say, what should I do in blank situation? Clarity. You have clarity on it, or collapse, depending on how you word the question. That wasn't a good example. But this one gives you moves. This one gives you connections. So depending on which way you're looking to understand it. I think most Americans are against this unjustified war. We want peace. One of my poems is, we just want peace, but they won't let us try it. King of Pentacles. 10 of Swords. I'm hearing to say the next line of the poem. We just want peace, but they won't let us try it. When the system is broken, that's when you must defy it. 3 of Cups, celebration, community. I agree. I don't think we want this at all. I'm going to do about 5 more, and then I'm going to hop off. Oh, I'm catching up to where I was going. Message from Sean. Message from Sean. It's kind of giving paint outside the lines, or color outside the lines, or like not trying to do things exactly in the same format or structure that you're used to doing them, but allowing yourself to kind of color outside the lines. It feels like emotionally, but like in the way that you're interpreting emotions, like understanding them more as like the little thingies in pinball, like your emotions are pushing you back up to explore the scene again, if that makes sense. Wait, what's Starlink? I might look into that because if I have to have Comcast out here again, I'm going to lose my mind. I might as well just have them move in at this point. A message from my spirit team. A message from my spirit team. You're being encouraged to vision board something. It's like this version of you that you now are in alignment with is allowed to want more for yourself, but the version of you before didn't really know how to visualize what that more would be. But now you have higher access to it. Feels like your third eye is like a point in focus for you right now, like alignment or clearing or whatever. So you're being called to externally manifest the internal third eye clearing in some way. Do you guys remember, I think it was last year or a year and a half ago, I think it was a live or something. Remember the guys came out and were working on my pole when they weren't scheduled to? It's never been the same again. Sure, it's just a coincidence. Is the sewing course a step in the right direction for me? Look at her sewing. Yes, but you're going to have to see it through. It's like there's something where you're going to feel either sick of doing it for a minute or frustrated, or maybe there's like a hurdle, or maybe there's like a time restriction or something. Like there's going to be a challenge to overcome with it, but that's the point in it. It's like, that's why this is in alignment for you. It's not just about the sewing. It's about what it's allowing you to have the challenge and overcome the challenge for. I've crossed paths unconventionally with a new man. My divorce isn't final, so I'm holding back from truly investing my energy. But why do I feel so connected to him? Because you're feeling. It's like a rebirth of your ability to feel because the other situation had numbed you. So it does feel less about the actual person and more about what it's like taking the thorn out of your side. Not a good example. Hold on. Like if your heart was being numbed before with like an ice cube and this person has a hairdryer. It's like that. That's the feeling. But it's like that's their job, is to have the hairdryer so that you can feel again. But don't associate that with being fully about the person, because it's about what it's causing in you. Am I wrong about my mom and husband lying to me? Are they lying to you? Is your husband / mom lying to you? There's something they're avoiding telling you. I mean, technically, yes, that's what's that word? Why am I losing words today? You know the word. When you don't tell everything. So yes, it's lying because it's purposefully avoiding saying something specific. But I don't necessarily know if it's like going out of the way to do the lying as so much as it is to avoid a certain topic. Or saying a certain something, or answering a certain question. What's coming towards me? What's coming towards me? You're taking the cog out of the wheel that was keeping you from taking a certain action. And I'm seeing the clipboard. You completed the first half of something. Now the second half is implementation of what you got from the first half. So you're about to take an action that you were blocked from before because you've taken the mental cog out of the wheel. Will Pam Bondi and or Trump face impeachment charges? Pam Bondi. There's like an abandoning of position here or something. Or abandoning of a plan. It's not really giving impeachment though. What about Trump? A debt. A debt and an ending of a debt paid off. I'll put it like this. I feel like Trump's role right now is to get us into a canceled or severely monitored, restrained, restricted, something different in place midterm elections. The Hermit. I think that is what his role is leading to right now. All right, I'm going to do one more and then I'm going to hop off. I will be back on next week for another one. I'm trying to slowly get back up to at least an hour and a half. I'm having some jaw issues, so I can't really talk that long right now. But I will be back on next week. What's happening with leadership at work? What's happening? It feels like something changing hands behind the scenes, but you're not all the way seeing it in front of the scenes yet because there's some kind of plan that hasn't gone right. Kind of feels like there's a scrambling behind the scenes that they're trying to not let you see in front of the scenes. How's it going to end up happening? It feels like they're going to have to kind of either cover something or like give an excuse for something. Someone made a misstep behind the scenes, and right now they're trying to cover for it, and they're not going to all the way be able to, is how that's coming through. All right, everyone, I'm hopping off. Thank you for being here. I'll be back on next week. I think I had announcements, but I don't know where they went in my brain. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, Queen Me is out for delivery. So as long as when I open them, they have the gold edges that they're supposed to, then they will be going out early because they were supposed to not be until April Fool's Day. But if I have them, I will send them. So that will be out today. Thank you, everyone. I will talk to you soon.